go up here and look at this. What's going on here? Here's our glands, but what's all this? A little higher power.
Exactly. Actually, I wouldn't be able to tell us what it is at all.
Okay.
Bless you.
What do you guys think this is? Is there some inflammation? There's some inflammation there. Can I convince you? Let me see. That there are some signet ring cells in here. See that? They're subtle, and this is what's scary to us as pathologists. We constantly live in fear the day we're going to miss some of this. You know, it's on the edge of a biopsy or something. And if you practice long enough, you will. I mean, it's just so sneaky and scary. But can you see how sneaky and subtle this is? So here's the nucleus. It's called a signet ring cell because the nucleus is pushed off to one side like a signet ring. This is the mucin. This is a cytoplasmic vacuole filled with mucin. So this is an adenocarcinoma that's poorly differentiated, and the little glands are composed of single cells, as opposed to that one that we saw, you know, that actually looked like real glands composed of multiple cells. But this is very sneaky. Let's see if we can follow it. See, here's some, here's some. And you're going to have entrapped glands that aren't cancer, right? They're going to look kind of different and kind of confound and confuse the picture. Let's go out here and see if we can find some out here. The problem is, too, see all this? Is that not all of them look like signet ring cells, but I can promise you all of these little cells are cancer cells. They're bigger than lymphocytes. They're not plasma cells. And can you see that it's going all the way through here? Let's go to a higher power here and see what these look like. See that? It's very subtle. If I did an immunostain for cytokeratin, which stains stomach cancers, all of these would light up. So this is a very, very sneaky kind of process. And this is the one that looks like the thickened, flattened stomach, that linitis plastica that Dr. Sarah showed you the picture. This is how this looks. Because the cancer cells go all the way through and cause the desmoplasia, it causes the stomach to be thick and stiff. Okay? And it looks thick and stiff on imaging studies. Okay. So we talked about the organ. Is this one ulcerative? Not really, right? This one didn't ulcerate. They can. Anything can ulcerate, but this one didn't. Is it infiltrative? Yes, it's deeply invasive, right? Almost all the way through the stomach wall. We talked about the tumor cells, how they're individual glands. The gastric wall is very thickened. We talked about the mucin, right? And so how would this patient be treated? Resection again. So they'd remove the stomach, which is a pretty horrible surgery, and then give the patient chemotherapy. What kind of patient? What's a typical patient who gets this? Does anybody know? You guys know? A young lady in her 30s. Yes, this is a nasty player. So they would remove the stomach that's affected, try to get some clean margins, and give chemo. Is there much relationship to Helicobacter in this one? Not really. It's the intestinal type. Yes?
So if somebody has like a complete resection of the stomach, do they have to have a J
if your GI tract works, if the peristalsis works, they probably wouldn't be able to eat immediately because it's going to, the surgery is going to interrupt the nerves, right? So the peristalsis won't work. But eventually they would try, to let the patient eat because it'd be intact. The resection would be intact. The whole thing would be, they may be on a special diet because now you're going to be missing pepsin and acid and all those things to break it down, right. And it may be that they don't, I mean, it depends on the patient. Maybe they can't tolerate it all that well, and then have massive diarrhea or something. So then they may have to go to tube feedings, or like into a J tube or something. So it just kind of depends on how much is. They try to not, if they can spare stomach, they try to spare some. So it just depends on the patient how it. Now, if it's super advanced and lymph nodes everywhere, they may or may not do surgery because it doesn't have a good prognosis. Any other questions? You guys know esophageal badness, stomach badness inside and out?